So when does attachment begin? Um, yeah. So in some ways, attachment is heritable because our mother's attachment style to her parents inevitably transfers to us. What this basically means is that attachment is partly genetic, so it's biological, and then it's partly also a learned behavior. So our mother's attachment style is greatly influenced by her mother's attachment style, so your grandmother's attachment style. Not just in the fact that there is this biological inheritance factor, but there's also the fact that she's learned the attachment behaviors from her mother, and then she's going to pass on the same attachment behaviors to you. And this is also largely dependent on how your ancestral grandmothers and great grandmothers behave during their pregnancies, what sort of neurotransmitters and chemicals were present in those women when they were pregnant, and then eventually what was the effect of those on their pregnancies, and then eventually through your mother that will transfer to you as well, because your mother's um, neurotransmitters and biochemical reactions to the pregnancy will be very similar to what her mother experienced. So it's kind of like a passed on behavioral style from generation to generation. So it's largely, I think, inherited in this way. Like I said, it can be both genetic as well as a learned behavior, because it can transfer from generation to generation. Some studies have shown that attachment starts as early as pregnancy, and it grows with each trimester. So, what this means is basically that the reason why I've made this particular point is because a lot of theorists actually have only studied attachment when it comes to live infants. So, infants that have actually taken birth, survived birth, and also then survived the first year of their life. And then attachment has been studied with these particular infants. So we've not really thought about attachment as something which can begin when the child is not even born. But newer studies and newer theorists and researchers are starting to get interested in pregnancy, the process of pregnancy itself, as a catalyst in starting the process of attachment. And we have seen through several studies that attachment actually grows with each trimester. So the first trimester in pregnancy is the trimester where you have the least attachment, because this is the trimester of pregnancy that a mother is usually preoccupied with her own health, because she's going through morning sickness, she's going through all the effects of pregnancy, early pregnancy. And you have to understand that up until a few decades ago, we didn't have sophisticated ultrasound machines. You couldn't see the baby, you couldn't really see the baby growing, you couldn't see any sort of fetal, you couldn't see a heartbeat, couldn't hear a heartbeat. So there was no certain sign of being pregnant, leaving the symptoms like morning sickness and nausea to really reinforce the idea of being pregnant in a woman. But then with the second trimester, what you see is that the fetal movement starts to happen. And this is the trimester that actually you see attachment behaviors really spike in women. So, like, for example, attachment behaviors that are being studied now in pregnancy are stroking the belly, cuddling the belly, talking to your belly. These sort of attachment behaviors are seen suddenly increasing in the second trimester, because that's when the baby starts to move. Even routinely nowadays, even in ultrasounds, the baby becomes a lot more active and a lot more visible as an actual human baby form in the second trimester. So that's when the attachment really starts to show. And then the third trimester is when the movements are very strong, and you can definitely, the mother can definitely see differences in the day when the baby's sleeping, when the baby's moving, and she knows by instinct that her baby is sleeping at this time and is moving at this time, and she's aware of the baby having a routine and having a sort of day to day difference in behavior that way. So by the third trimester, and she's also starting to show nesting behaviors, is what we call it, like behaviors where she's preparing for her baby to arrive. So she's cleaning, she's stocking up on baby supplies, she's imagining what her child will look like, what they will sound like. So these sort of attachment behaviors really peak in the third trimester, just before you see the baby's arrival. Yeah. So although attachment has been, like I said, although it's only been studied in 1.5-year-old infants, these particular studies that I'm talking about suggest that the bonding process begins even before birth. And like I said, the maximum increase in attachment is seen in the second trimester, when the mother can actually feel the movements of the fetus. Now, this is a very important point, because these studies have also shown that the attachment style that is seen during pregnancy is the attachment style that will accurately predict, it can accurately predict what attachment style the mother will carry forward when the baby is actually born. So, for example, if she's showing a secure attachment style during the pregnancy, she's showing secure attachment behavior, most likely after the baby comes, she's going to continue showing the same attachment style. So the behavior during pregnancy can accurately predict how the mother will behave once the baby is born.